All stars rotate east to west around Polaris, just above the central North Pole, like in a planetarium dome. Our Earth planetarium, however, is so vast that perspective doesn't allow you to see all the stars from any one vantage point. You can, however, see Polaris, Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, and other northern constellations from every point on Earth, all the way to the southern Tropic of Capricorn. The supposed South Pole star Sigma Octantis, the Southern Crux, and other outer constellations conversely cannot be seen simultaneously from every point in the southern hemisphere, the way Polaris can from every point in the north. Nor do the southern constellations circle around it west to east, as claimed by modern astronomy. No matter where you are on Earth, all stars rise more or less in the east and set in the west, with the angle or inclination being based on where exactly you are on Earth and what direction you're facing. Modern astronomy claims the stars rotate one way in the northern hemisphere and the opposite way in the south, but this is a drastic oversimplification used to bolster their ball model. Similarly, they claim the moon viewed from the northern hemisphere is seen right side up, but when viewed from the southern hemisphere appears upside down. As you can see here, this too is a drastic oversimplification, as the moon's features can be seen from 360 degrees of inclination, depending on from where or when on Earth you are viewing. As you travel southwards from the North Pole, Polaris and its surrounding stars decline in the sky due to perspective. So at the North Pole, Polaris is situated directly 90 degrees above your head, but at the mid-northern latitudes like here, it's about at 45 degrees. Polaris remains fixed, while all the other stars rotate 24-hour circles around it. The stars near Polaris rotate very slowly, while those further and further away rotate progressively faster.
Okay, hello. Super quick on this one. Here is the flat Earth, right? Here is this thing, which is the astral plate rotating overhead. Now, on the top of this astral plate is the southern set of stars, and on the bottom of this astral plate is the northern set of stars. So, I'm going to show you just how, with a what I'm going to call a double reflection, we can actually make the stars work on a flat Earth world. So, I need to get rid of my dome, and in place of my dome, I'm going to put in this mirror coming down here, and bring in this mirror up on top here. And so, I hope you can see that. And then now, we're going to cut to the GoPro, and here's what it looks like. So here's the GoPro sitting essentially on the equator, looking up and facing down, I guess, which is east. And so there you have it. There's the stars in the east, the northern ones on the left, they're rising, and the southern ones also, or on the right, are rising. Awesome. Now, clearly you'll see it's much smaller, but that's because my two mirrors aren't quite replicating the awesomeness of this dome. I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to zoom in on my reflection one, just so you can see it. So I guess here that is now. I'll do that little cheat. And then I'll pull back from that little cheat. And let's move the guy around. So now let's put GoPro essentially in northern hemisphere, looking north. And bam, there it goes. There's the northern hemisphere stars moving counterclockwise. And if I just tilt up a little bit, there's Polaris in there, right in the middle. We can see all that going on. Very cool. Now, let's spin GoPro all the way around, put him way down in the southern hemisphere there. Now there's GoPro in the southern hemisphere, looking up at this double reflection, and there's the stars from the southern hemisphere rotating clockwise. Right? So this simple double reflection from a dome, from a firmament, can actually show us how, if there's one thing spinning in the middle, spinning one way, and we see the reflection from the top out to the sides, southern stars will work. Because this will work everywhere. It's a reflection, right? If you're in South America, South Africa, or Australia, you will see this reflection, and it works everywhere. You only need one set of stars. You don't need 3 sets of stars, whatever. One set of stars reflected off the dome, everyone will see it. Maybe I can just show you again with the GoPro. So here is GoPro on the equator, looking eastish, so seeing the stars rising. Turn around in the west there, so we see the stars setting, and then finally, once again, let's go just back to the north, and we'll see our stars rotating. Okay, camera zooming out. That's what I've got going on right there. So it's just my little flat Earth. One mirror, shoom, 2 mirrors, double reflection actually makes southern stars work. Okay, thank you.